Alright, in this lecture we try to find the best and the worst movies in terms of revenue, rating or whatever, and this is a pretty easy and straightforward task with our user-defined function best worst. And first of all, let's get the top 5 movies in terms of revenue, so the highest revenue, and let's have a look here inside. We have the parameter n, and here we pass 5, so the top 5, and then we have the parameter by, and we should sort our data frame by the revenue, and actually by default we sort from high to low, and actually we include all movies starting with a budget of 0 and a minimum votes count of 0. So let's run the function here. And here we get with a revenue of 2.7 billion US dollars Avatar. Then we have Star Wars, Titanic, The Avengers, and Jurassic World. Then next we want to know the top 5 movies in terms of highest budget, so the most expensive movies. And here we have Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides with a budget of 380 million. And also in the second position we have Pirates of the Caribbean. Next we want to get the 5 movies with the highest profit, so the highest total profit in terms of revenue minus the budget. And again, here we get Avatar with a profit of 2.5 billion and Star Wars, Titanic, Jurassic World, and The Fast and the Furious 7. And also we want to know the 5 movies with the lowest profit, or to say the highest loss, by passing true to the ascending parameter. And here we get the Lone Ranger, and here we have a negative profit or loss of minus 165 million. So this movie actually just burned $165 million. Alright, now let's come to profitability or return. And actually we could get the 5 movies with the highest return on investment. And first of all, let's try this with a minimum budget of 0. So this doesn't really make sense, because for those movies here the budget is very close to 0. And therefore we could define that we only want to have movies with a budget of at least 5 million. And here we get ET, or we could further increase the minimum budget. So let's go on with a budget of 50 million. And here we have Minions or Jurassic Park. And of course you can also get the movies with the worst return or profitability. So let's pass true to the ascending parameter. And first of all, let's set the minimum budget to 0. But it probably makes more sense to increase the minimum budget. So to get movies with a considerable budget, but very poor financial performance. So let's set it, for instance, to 10 million. Or to 20 million. And actually still we have movies with a very, very low profitability. So now let's increase. And we can further increase to really expensive movies with a very high budget. So for instance, over 100 million. So again, here we have the Alamo, and Mars needs moms, so it's not a surprise with that title here. Next we can get the top 5 movies in terms of number of votes. So the votes on the movies database website, and here we have Inception and The Dark Knight and Avatar. Now let's come to the audience rating. So now let's get the movies with the highest average rating, and we start with all movies actually. So including those movies that only have 1 vote. And again, this is not really meaningful. So we have here an average rating of 10 because those movies only have 1 vote. But now let's increase this to, for instance, at least 10 votes. And here we have documentaries like Planet Earth. And let's further increase to 50. So here we have Planet Earth 2 and Planet Earth. And of course, you can also get those movies with the lowest ratings. And also here we can start with min votes equals 0. But we can increase min votes to 10. Or, for instance, to 100. And of course, you can also combine the filters min votes and the minimum budget. So again, you want to have the lowest rated movies with at least 20 votes and a budget of at least 20 million. And last but not least, we can also get the 5 most popular movies. And actually, popularity is measured by a combination of criteria like searches, site visits, number of votes, DVD orders, or how many people watch the trailers and so on. So let's have a look here. And here we get the Minions. So these were the best and the worst movies, and feel free to make your own filters. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next lecture. Bye.